No? Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, Brothers and Booze. So, we're going to start off here with a little disclaimer. Our friend Jess, she unfortunately had something coming up, so she won't be joining us tonight. It was something that just came up, but she is okay, and we'll be rescheduling her another time. So, sorry if you came here looking for her funniness. We're not going to have that tonight. So,
you got us. Sorry.
Yep. You just got our beautiful faces here to stare at for the entire time. So I'll start off here. I'm going to surprise you a little bit with a sparkling lime lager from New Belgium.
Oh.
4.4%. To be fair, I did have one of these because I was curious to try it because I do like lime in lagers, and I've had a couple of them, and this was sparkling. So let's pour this and see how it goes.
And for the record, while he's pouring, another disclaimer is that we try to have we try to have beers that we never had on the show. So then you get our general reaction live. But sometimes it doesn't work that way.
Well, because this was something I wanted to try, I bought a 4-pack. So anyway, look how clear and crisp that looks. Doesn't look like a lager at all.
No, and it doesn't look like a clean glass, but that's how we roll here. It's clean, but not beer clean.
No, it's not. But this is crisp. It's a little bit of limey. It drinks more like a Pilsner than it does a lager. So I don't think the lager is right, but I'm going to tell you, if it's hot, it's definite lawnmower beer. It's really, really, really crisp and good. And you could drink these all day. They're 4.4%, super crushable. So cheers.
Beautiful. Nice. Hey, Victor, what's going on?
What's going on, Victor?
I don't know where to start because my bag tonight is happy. I want choices tonight, Doug, but now I can't make up my mind. So the lightest thing I have is something that I've drank on the show a couple times, but I don't really care because I'm just going to down it. Yeah, I might as well just chug the damn thing. I'm going to start talking. You know what it is.
Is it fuck
COVID? It's still appropriate and it's still applicable.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately.
And I don't know how long I want to say that or will say that, but it's fucking annoying. So yeah, this is the old. Everybody, you guys seen this one? Light as all can be. Nice poundable pills. So, Doug, it's time to talk about today's events. Happy Juneteenth, though.
Back at you, sir.
And this, my friend, is the Juneteenth flag behind me. It's a pretty one. Yeah, so I've had a bunch of things in the works for Juneteenth. I know it's hard for people to think about or rasp around because a lot of people are coming to terms what Juneteenth is, period, as we speak. But actually, I've been working on things for I would say over a year with breweries in Madison, and trying to succeeding, but getting events around Juneteenth time to bring awareness to it, and it's been great. I do have to shout out to Delta Beer Lab. We've been working for a year on things, but COVID shut it down. But we are going to be having big plans in 21. I'm completely super excited about that. And also, I have to say, man, I've actually Delta. We're talking about brewing a beer. Haven't finalized it. Talking about a strawberry soda for Juneteenth.
Ooh.
Juneteenth is strawberries, and red food is synonymous with Juneteenth. For those who don't know, which is a lot of people, because I didn't know until like a couple years back, if not even last year, when I started doing a lot of research on Juneteenth. And ultimately, I need to get to what I want to say, which is I joined into a collaboration with Park Eagle Brew Pub this afternoon, and we're going to brew our own Juneteenth beer next year. And I'm going to help him brew it, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm going to help him pick the style. I think we already got a name, but I'm not sure. So here, I'll show it here. Where is it? Let's see here. We figure we're going to go with Gordon Granger, General Gordon Granger, as the name of the beer. If you're familiar with Park Eagle Brew Pub, they have eclectic names. Jim does different names. He does names of he names beers after figures. and sometimes weird figures. But Gordon Granger is the general that rode into Texas and emancipated the final slaves after 2 years of them still being slaves and not knowing about it. So that's why Juneteenth is the date that it is, and that's why it's important because everybody says the emancipation when free the slaves, everything, but the slaves didn't know about it, Doug. 2 years. I mean, I laugh, but it's just tragic, and so that's why Juneteenth is important as hell.
Yeah, and I want to say that I didn't even really know about Juneteenth until a couple years ago, into my 40s. Like, it was never talked about when I was in school, and as much as I did want to say I wasn't in a bubble, I was. So, like, I'm happy to be learning more about it as we go.
And I'm happy about everybody learning about it.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And so about this beer, let's see here. Victor, can I order someone available? I hope that we should be able to get it bottled, but I have to talk to Jim about that one. But Delta Beer Lab, I'm gonna drink one from them guys. Those guys bottle and can, they can. So I'm pretty sure the Juneteenth beer will be available in cans, and I'm gonna have to send some of that out. Clearly, I'm already getting requests.
There might be somebody else in, like, I don't know, upstate New York who might be wanting one of those too.
Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. So, General Gordon Granger, so that's his name. I figure we figure we're, I don't know. I figure that he's a good figure. I looked him up. There's nothing. He was this Union general. But one thing here intrigued me too, which is when he came, he was given command of District Texas. He rode to the city of Galveston, and his first order of business was to read the people of Texas the General Order Number 3. And that was actually what he read when he said, "The people of Texas are informed that in this ordinance, with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. This involves absolute equality of rights and rights of property between former masters and slaves, and the connection therefore existing between them becomes that between the employer and free labor." So I'm interested as far as that. Maybe that could be the name of the beer. I'm not sure.
You got time, right?
Yeah. Maybe I need to make 4 or 5 or 6 different beers. But I'm just excited because this is my first collaboration or delve into actually brewing a beer and helping the whole way through.
This is going to be great, and I'm really excited for you, and I'm proud of you for getting this stuff. So good on you, homie.
Man, it's just because I put hard work in a long time, and I don't know, man. It really is great. So yeah, I'm drinking my fuck COVID beer, and I have I was really So another thing we got to talk about, Doug, is this we got a lot of heavy stuff, but we're gonna get to some fun stuff later. Trust me.
Good.
So right in pre-production, right before you sent me the note about Jessi not being able to make it tonight, I think it was right after that, I started to get my I showed this on the other night. I have this. This is what I keep my glasses in, and I have like 3 or 4 of these. So these aren't all my glasses. I keep my glasses in here. So when I went over to grab my glasses by my beer fridge, something fell over. I have no idea, and it broke a glass. And ironically enough, it was the Fresh Fest Beer Fest glass. And I was like, I don't know if you heard it, because when we're in pre-production, we're in the studio before, and I play music before the show starts. Anybody who's been a guest has heard it. And Doug just sits there and laughs at me. And then I usually sing, and it's horrible. But but I was doing all that, and that glass broke. And I'm not sure if if you're really familiar with the beer festival, it's kind of been a little bit, this is kind of a good
metaphor
for where we're at with that brew fest. I really don't want to get into any details, but you can find them out on the web. There's a fight between the people who started it, basically, and I don't know. I'm just really sad about it. I was before. I'm still am. I'm really happy though about the beer collaborations and Juneteenth and all that. I'm good, but it was kind of like weird. It was like, whoa! And actually, the second that it fell, I knew that it was the Fresh Fest glass. I just knew it, Doug.
Just like the karma god came down and smashed your glass. Oh yeah, you like that?
And it has to happen during Juneteenth week too. It's like, come on now, can't have anything. Anywho, yeah. So that was my pregame here. Are we ready? I don't know. I might be ready for my second.
I'm about ready for that too, because that first one, man, that is all I have left of it. It just drinks super goddamn smooth. And if you find some Greg, I do recommend you have it. It's not something that has a whole lot of character, but it's really refreshing and really good when it's hot out.
We're going to start a beer trade, but I didn't just say that live on the stream.
What?
Right. Didn't hear that.
Hey, that was something in the background.
Right.
That was a dog farting. We're okay. All right, so I'm going to go second one.
Oh, yeah, me too.
This one is very highly acclaimed. I've only ever had it once, and it was about 4 or 5 years ago, so I'm not even sure I remember what it tastes like. A week or two ago, I had the Heady Topper from The Alchemist. This is their other IPA. This is called Focal Banger. So, and they have this big thing about drink from the can, like, and all. Like, I'm not doing that. Sorry, dude.
No.
They did that with the Heady Topper too. It was like, nope, I'm pouring that shit.
No.
But yeah, even in thing like Stubbs, who was in commenting here on our feed, was like, wow, you have the other beer I have is a Lawson's beer, so like having a Lawson's and a Focal Banger is kind of big thing.
Yes, that's Stubbs saying proud of you, Greg. Thanks, Stubbs.
Yep.
Thank you.
So this is just a straight up IPA. It's nothing, not hazy. It's looks the part. So it's actually, Stubbs saying that's his favorite one. And Daniel, I'm not sure I agree with you on the Focal Banger over Heady Topper. We're going to find out, because the Heady Topper I remember being very good, and then I wasn't as much of a fan of it when I had it the other week. So smells delicious. You would really love the aroma of this.
I'm an aroma guy. You already know.
Yeah, this is completely your style of beer. Really, not that hot flavor all through your mouth through the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is really for somebody who's an IPA person. This is like exactly what you want. Like if you want a perfect IPA, this is probably what you want. So, cheers on that one.
Cheers. And again, Daddy IPA was taken when I tried to get it. No, I'm just kidding.
You're better off with Daddy Porter. You could change it now to Daddy Brown Water.
Oh, shit, Doug. Daddy Files has to watch on Twitter because Facebook banned him.
Yeah, because he said something and made fun of one of our dad blogger friends, Chris Reed, and used the F-bomb in it, and they were just joking with each other, and Facebook jail.
Oh, really? They were looking like you ever notice that someone gets fired and they're like, oh, he got fired for nothing. No, they were trying to fire you a long ass time ago, but they just found, you know what I mean? Like they found a quirk and they just fucking. Yep. That's what I think with Aaron. I think they were trying to ban Aaron forever. And Aaron's just very opinionated. It's not. I mean, he's been on the show twice, so everybody knows Aaron. And you follow him, but like, yeah, I don't know. That shit sounds shady.
Yeah, well, when you're vocally against a certain president and you are vociferous about it, and considering the platform Facebook is, without getting too deep into the weeds on that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So,
that makes sense.
Speaking of brown water, look at that.
Bring it, baby.
The BRN from my shit. Delta
Beer
Beer
Line.
BRN coffee infused brown.
Ooh, that sounds good. You know, I'm generally a fan of the beers with coffee in them. So
assertive, coffee on the nose. You can taste it's thin enough to be like a brown beer, you know, like just a normal brown, but the coffee overpowers everything into the end. But it's not it overpowers it, but it's not overpowering. Does that make sense?
Yes, because if a brown ale isn't necessarily an assertive taste to me either.
Right.
So, but coffee is very much an assertive flavor.
Right.
So you could see how the coffee would be kind of the primary taste out of that. I could see how that would work.
Right. So we started off the show with some heavy stuff. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. And we're going to get to the serious shit now. You ready?
Drop the bomb.
Right. Now, you better answer this right because you got the top sheet totally wrong.
No, I didn't.
We're not going there tonight.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. That's a very mood-driven thing for me. There are times where I want pancakes, and there's times where I want waffles, and there's time where I want French toast. But if I'm going to pick one to have over all of them, if I have to only pick one,
you're forced. Any
French
given
toast.
Sunday, Sunday after coffee, you wake up hungover because you're up all night playing Halo and drinking. What does Doug drink? Scotch, Doug.
After I polished off half a bottle of scotch and I can't see the TV anymore, I'm going to say if I have to pick one, you know, I was going to say French toast, but I think it's pancakes because pancakes are versatile and you can put a shit ton of different toppings on or in them. I mean, you can do that to some degree with waffles, but I think pancakes are more versatile.
So the answer is?
Pancakes. I have to pick one. Although French toast is in consideration. Waffles is third, but not very far behind.
So I completely agree with you, actually. French toast is fantastic, though. Like French toast makes it really hard for me to take pancakes. But pancakes are just so old school. Like that was what you wanted as a kid. That was like, I mean, so it has to be pancakes.
Oh man, we got one guy going French toast and one guy going pancakes and one guy going hash.
Yeah, I don't know who that is
here, McKeever. We're talking about breakfast food.
Oh, so that.
Oh man, you are.
As long as you don't eat any of those things for dinner, no breakfast for dinner. I
disagree.
I completely disagree. But I don't do it as much as y'all do it. I only do it like twice a year.
We probably do it maybe 3 or 4 times a year where we're just like, you know what, let's just make pancakes and bacon and all that stuff and everybody will eat it. And
what's all that stuff though? Is it eggs too?
Sure.
Oh,
eggs, bacon. We are the full breakfast, man. And when I make it, I make every fucking thing.
Okay.
So, like I make hash too. I make a really good hash. I really do.
Oh wait, is it hash or hash browns?
It depends, because if it's hash browns to me are like the things that are like almost like potato pancakes, or you get the ones that are julienne, which I don't julienne any of that stuff. I do more like a home fries version of hash. That makes sense.
Okay. You're both disappointing and wrong.
So listen.
Yeah.
So Aaron, Jessi had a last minute thing where she could not make it on, so we're going to reschedule her. So unfortunately, you're not going to be her to rescue you.
Right. And there goes Aaron. Bye.
Oh, can we talk quick about his book?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So Aaron had this book release.
Aaron, you want to come on? Aaron, if you want to come on, say it, and we'll send you the link.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So Aaron had this thing come on where he had his book released. We're all in. I pre-ordered a copy. McKeever's out apparently. The thing is oh no, you're not. I'm talking about you, Aaron. Fuck off. So
he knows.
Unfortunately, because of like delivery stuff and COVID and his publisher having to lay off people, like they didn't have the inventory to fulfill the orders. And I felt bad because he had really, we know his story. He was working crazy freaking hours, writing a 70,000 word book and, being able to put that together. And then his release date comes out and everything isn't in order. And I don't know, I don't know. It seems like it was a preponderance of different things that kind of collided that made it hard. But if any of you have not pre-ordered his book, and you'll get your copy, it just won't be as fast. As you definitely need to go over and look his book up, Aaron Gouveia, for his Toxic Masculinity book. Unfortunately, the title escapes me at the moment, but everybody that shit.
Yeah, you didn't warn me you're giving an Aaron Gouveia PSA, or I would have had the website up, but I'll get it up though.
Yeah, no worries. But like, I just think I just feel bad because this is like it's, if you're a person like he said it was his dream was to publish a book. That's my dream too. I unfortunately am much lazier than him. So
props for admitting.
Yeah. So my problem is more that I like to write fiction and I tend to write short stories as opposed to books. And so writing a book is like super daunting. So anyway, kudos to Aaron for getting that done. And everybody go and buy that shit.
Yep. I'm still waiting for mine, but I'm patient.
Yeah. So Me too.
And it's called Tom Brady is a Wuss.
That's not going to get him mad now. He's all out on him now.
Yeah, he's not down with the Tampa Bay.
He's not down with Tampa Bay. He's not down with Gronk coming out of retirement.
I'm not.
I think that's hilarious. That video they did where Gronk like runs out and meets Tom. That was the funniest shit. Because I knew that would make everybody in New England like lose their mind. It was great.
It was awful.
It was great. So
corned beef hash, never got into it.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Me either, except if I've had a night of heavy drinking, then there's something about that greasy corned beef hash that just hits the spot.
Mm-hmm. I make pancakes for the kids, but I love French toast.
That's a good call there, Victor.
That is
a good call.
I'm a homeschooling dad, so I made my kids learn them all.
Did they make their own?
Yeah, they make it. They make it for the house.
Oh, nice. See,
and coffee.
I need to come over here and start bossing my kids around.
Right, and coffee. It's great. But look, a non.
I won't let them fuck with the coffee. I make good coffee, so nobody's messing with my coffee.
Oh, wow.
And I would have given you some when you were here, except someone had to leave.
You gave me some. I had your coffee. Stop. Still trying to make me feel guilty. It's fine.
I shall.
Right. No. So waffles is complicated though, isn't it? Because waffles isn't like you got the Belgian ones, right? With like all that like cream and like fruit.
To me, that's a waffle, not that Eggo shit. That's not a waffle to me.
Eggo's not a waffle, but Eggo, I don't know, man. It got me through childhood.
Well, here's the thing. To most people, Eggo is a waffle because it's quick. They're frozen. You go make them. But man, if I want a waffle, I want a Belgian waffle. I want that big, fluffy fucking thing that I can throw berries and whatever on top of. That's what I want.
Oh, so you want the berries and the cream and all that bullshit?
The cream, I will put a little on. I am not a whipped cream person. So, like, that's not my jam.
But so you want fruit on your waffles, not syrup?
I will do syrup. Now, here's the thing: if I'm making chicken and waffles, then I want syrup because I want that on the chicken and the waffles.
Oh, okay. So here we go. Gouveia, if you're still watching, is chicken and waffles acceptable at
Oh.
dinner for Brett? No, because he's so offended by our opinion about breakfast and dinner.
I'm not sure he's watching anymore.
Twice a year, and he's disappointed in me. So twice a year, Doug. Man, this guy has hard lines.
He does. And that's why we love him. Is he says this is my line, and I'm not deviating that for shit.
Right. So anyway, so because chicken and waffles, I'm sorry, I sorry I had to break your vibe there, but chicken and waffles is, to me, that is the ultimate. I don't know. It doesn't get any better than that, because I like breakfast food, and then I love fried chicken, and then you put them together and you put honey and.
Do you hot sauce? Do you put hot sauce with your chicken for that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I don't intentionally do it though.
Yeah, for me, no. I don't do that.
Syrup. It's syrup and honey.
Syrup and honey, but like, so for instance, I'll give you an example. My oldest son, not my oldest son, but my next oldest son, Kyle, he likes, all right, Tom, yeah. He likes waffles. He loves Belgian waffles, and he likes them with berries and whipped cream and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But he loves chicken and waffles too, and that's different. Mm-hmm. And he'll do the hot sauce and the syrup and all that stuff.
Hot sauce? I don't know. I'm new to chicken and waffles. What does that mean? Like, it just is coming on my screen seriously within the last couple of years. My family, my dad's side of the family is from North Carolina, Southern, but it was never a thing. So I've really never been exposed to it until I think chicken and waffles gained mainstream within you know what I mean? Like, it's been, you can find it almost anywhere now. Before it was hard to find.
Yeah, for sure. And what's interesting is there's another way you can do chicken and waffles that is just superb. Instead of using pancake mix, use red velvet cake mix and make red velvet waffles.
So
I shit you not, it will blow your mind.
This week is the first week that I heard about that, because I think for Father's Day, I think we're going to do the Juneteenth. There's a Juneteenth brunch, and you can get it. It's a curbside brunch.
Oh, cool!
And they have red velvet waffles.
Oh, dude,
do it.
Jill loves that. All her kids love it. It's.
Doug, he wants you to write a collection of short stories.
Oh, I have a collection of them. Just I have to find somebody that'd be willing to publish them.
Aaron Govey is still hanging on to this. He's going to hang on to it until
he can hang it. Hey, guess what? We hung on to.
What is it?
I can't remember his name now. The guy that got us to the AFC Championship game that we got rid of.
The Jacksonville Jaguars?
Yeah, not Blaine Gabbert. Blake.
Oh fuck!
I can't remember.
That's
how bad he was. I couldn't remember his freaking name. So if you're hanging your hat on Stidham,
right?
Did you?
I'm
just gonna say this. I don't wish ill on that guy. I want the Patriots to suck for about 20 fucking years. They've earned that after having 20 years of excellence. They can have 20 years of shit.
Okay. And I was gonna say that it reminds me of that song Old Town Road. He's gonna ride it until he can't no more. Anyway.
That's what she said.
Chicken and waffles rules. Yes. Subtitle, I love
you. Oh no, Kevin, don't say that. McKeever said Red Velvet, the mad elf of waffles. Oh, you fucker.
Really?
Can I can we just kick him out?
Kick who out?
McKeever. For saying that. Like, shit's a mad elf, which, hey, we all have that.
Yeah, but
that's the mad elf of waffles, and that's not a compliment from him.
Oh, no, of course not. Of course. It's when he references Mad Elf, it's like he is at the end of his line.
Mad Elf is McKeever's line, just like Tampa Bay is Aaron's line.
Yeah, or I was gonna say, or he just does it to troll you.
That's okay.
I don't know. It could be a little bit of both.
It's fair. I'm just telling you, I think that
So honey only, I think we were talking about chicken and waffles.
Yep.
Right. So do you do the honey with the chicken and waffles, or is it syrup? What's going on?
I generally will do syrup, but I've done honey too. It just depends on what I'm feeling at that moment.
So, and then for me, so chicken and waffles is served differently. Sometimes they're pieces of chicken, and sometimes they're like chicken strips.
Yeah, we do chicken strips. So I will actually like do the whole chicken strip thing myself.
Right.
I will.
Right. So then again, to me, it's about how you eat it too. So again, this is important, Doug. I think you have a piece of waffle, you have a piece of chicken, and then you get them both, and you. Yes. No, you keep them separate. Come on. What? So again, were you that guy when you were young that like kept your peas over here and your rice over here and
not at all.
And shit?
Not at all.
Just making sure.
Now there's sometimes where I'll take a piece of chicken and waffle and put it together. I'm not consciously going, oh, I can only eat that and I can only eat that. I don't do that. My father,
those people are even.
He needs plates that have like lines between them so nothing touches each other, because that's how my dad eats. And that's not how I eat at all.
Okay, cool. Making sure.
Now, but there's a subtype to that, because our oldest son will eat one thing at a time, but what he does is he eats his least favorite thing, so his favorite thing is left.
Oh, okay.
And that kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah, but I don't know. I do the reverse. I gotta eat what I like the most, and then I eat the salad later. Always, even today.
Salad always first. Salad
last.
We'll knock that out. All right, I got my vegetables.
Right. No, salad first or last.
Who knew this was going to be this all over the place?
But right, don't be right. This is right. Who is that?
Segregationist. Wow, that's a little on this day. That is a real.
No, bite of chicken followed by a bottle of water. Come. You guys are boring.
This is the thing. This is what shows you just how people eat that stuff differently, though.
Yes,
that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
But it's funny just to see, like, all right, here's this dish, chicken and waffles. Everybody knows what chicken and waffles is, and people eat it differently every freaking where. So.
Right, but I agree with this though. It like the best chicken and waffles is full pieces. It doesn't necessarily have to be dark meat though. Even though I'm a dark meat guy, that's where I am.
Are you? I wouldn't have guessed that.
This is why we keep Doug around. God, that wittiness you can't.
It helps.
Anyway, motherfucker. No. Comment. So you said at your house you do the strips and all that. Again, I started this whole thing with waffles, and now we're just on a complete crazy tangent. But at the end of the day, though, if you roll up at a place and it's like known for its chicken and waffles, what are you expecting? Are you expecting the full pieces? Are you expecting strips? And what do you prefer?
I'm expecting. Here's the thing: when I go to a restaurant and some place is known for a thing, I want to eat it as they make it. I don't expect anything. How are you making that? Great. Let me dig at it. If people think this is awesome, like we went to this place in Harlem for chicken and waffles, and damn it, I cannot remember the name of the place. And it was fucking excellent. And it was full pieces. It was dark meat, and it was waffles and syrup and just hot sauce, whatever the fuck you wanted. And it was delicious. It was awesome fried chicken. The waffles were perfect. That's the thing. If I'm going somewhere and somebody is known for something, give me it the way you make it. I want to eat it that way. You know?
Mm-hmm. So,
I'm not a heathen for that.
but what did that place have? They had them on the bone. Is that what? Okay. So I think that's the original. I think people adapted chicken strips into it. That's my opinion. Maybe
chicken strips are a little easier to handle and easier to make if you're making them at home. That's why I do them that way. I just
Me too.
flour them, I put them in egg, and then I do panko breadcrumbs because I like the bigger flakes as opposed to breadcrumbs, which are
Doug, when do we turn into a cooking show?
I don't know. Let's drink some more and find out.
I was gonna say, what the
cooking with Daddy Brown water.
See, here we go again. It's a theme, man.
I don't know, man.
So, Daniel Fisher has a very important question for us.
Well, no, because you shouldn't have a top sheet. That's an easy answer. That is a perfect use of a top sheet. It's a bib. Who said that? Because I want to Stubbs, flour and cornmeal. Do you use an egg wash? Here we go, cooking.
I don't believe this.
And I have a cast iron skillet. That's actually how I fry my chicken. So,
I have a bunch of cast iron, man. I love it.
Dude, I have one.
Oh, I have a bunch.
I also have one that's a smaller, like grill pan one.
Yeah.
I don't use that one hardly at all. I should.
We have a bunch, and we use it. We have like one of those fajita pans. We have a bunch. We have two
pans
on them. Cast iron is just amazing.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. So cornmeal. All right, Stubb, I'm going to hit you up after this, and we're going to talk that sort of stuff offline because I don't want to sit here all day and talk about chicken. Well, even though it's making me hungry.
Well, look, if you're going to start serving chicken and waffles for brunch, and I'm not leaving, motherfucker.
See, I would have done that. I would have made you red velvet ones and all that shit.
I did. Again, we keep going back here, but if I didn't leave your house then, I would have stayed all fucking day. So, again, we've already, yeah.
Okay.
He loves that place. Daniel loves that place that you were talking about, I think.
Do you remember what the name of the place is, Daniel? Because I cannot, and it's driving me nuts that I cannot remember it.
What is it? A chicken and waffle place in Harlem, New York?
Yep, I'm looking it up now.
Boom. So while you're looking that up, I'm going to talk about something.
Amy Roots. Amy Roots. That's the name of the place.
Oh, what was that?
Amy Ruth's.
Amy Ruth's. That sounds like a good place to get chicken and waffles.
Oh my god, I don't even know how to tell you how good that shit is. Because hold on, I'm gonna share the link here.
All right, but I don't ever do this full screen for myself thing. So let's try this. I am doing a beer from the green screen's messing with this, but Good City Brewing, Lord Lion Scotch Ale. Good City's out of the Mill, Milwaukee. Brew City, Milwaukee is ever returned to a beer city, a brew city. Obviously, it started with the old G's.
Oh, Milwaukee. Milwaukee's best.
That wasn't the first one we should have mentioned, but it is. Our friend Vicky's Cookies. Remember Vicky?
Vicky.
Of course you do. She put on her personal Facebook page, and she probably's not watching, but so I'll make sure that she knows that we mention her. But she likes that natty seltzer. You ever see that?
Natty ice.
Yeah.
I saw her. You know who else did? Rita Trionis.
Who is a certified Cicerone, people.
She's like fuck it. And I was like, hey, you know what? Everybody drinks it. The thing is now you're in a point where this pandemic shit has been going on so long that like, all right, drink what you want. I'm not even gonna shit on you for it. That is the place I went, and that is the shit you see on a waffle, and you're just like, fuck.
How do you not see that on the menu and say yeah? Like,
oh, they have other stuff on the menu, but I was like, no, I am getting the chicken and waffles. That's what I'm getting.
Like that deserves a full screen.
Like that thing was just super.
Oh, there's the hot sauce. See, I'm not.
I'm not a hot sauce person at all, so that's not my jam. Excuse me, but that's a very popular thing to do.
Why aren't you a hot sauce person?
What's that?
Why aren't you a hot sauce person?
Well, one, I'm a little tentative with spices because I get heartburn super easy, and I take meds for it, but I only have to take them like once a week. And it doesn't mean I don't like spice. I like Indian food. I like Thai food. Now I won't eat anything super spicy because that will mess with me. But I like the flavor of that stuff. But like with hot sauce, to me, if I eat hot sauce, that's my palate. My palate's just done. I don't taste. I just taste the hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
That's for me though. Other people like it. Like when the hash I mentioned that I make, my oldest son will throw a pound of freaking hot sauce on it, and I'm like, I eat like sauteed onions and minced garlic and all the stuff, and then like you're just drowning it out with that freaking hot sauce. Like why don't I just saute some potatoes and you can throw that shit instead of me like developing all the flavor in it? But
right. Two things. What I learned about hot sauce, and this is probably nothing to do with what you were just talking about. What I learned about hot sauce is the best part about it, in my opinion, is that it accents a lot of things. So it's not really about the heat. It's about bringing out other things. So I like hot sauce on eggs. And
yeah, I don't, but my own does. My own puts on all eggs.
But it doesn't even get like hot. Like I use so it depends on it depends on the hot sauce too. Because whatever are we talking sriracha? Are we talking like crystal? Crystal's not really that hot.
It's Frank's red hot.
There's a little heat there, and sriracha's red hot. Right, all right. So then there's that mix. So yeah. Hot sauce is cool though, but as far as the chicken, and I'm sorry, my point number 2 was I need to talk about this beer a little bit. Is Lord Lyon Scotch Ale. Mm-hmm. This is malty as. And I like malty beers. Mm-hmm. I wish it was a little bit hoppy. It's a malt bomb. It's good. But I don't know if I want. You're the Scotch Ale guy. Out of both of us, this is your shit. So if it's like super malty, like does it? Or how about this? Is there a point that Scotch Ale is not like you're like
if it's like just a malt bomb where it's just like that's all you're getting out of it, then that's not what I want. Something that you want the malt flavors, you want all that shit in there, but you want it to be balanced. Like to me, if you have a beer this is the style of beer. If it's a style of beer, like all right, so whatever it's brown ale or pilsner, you want to just do that, do the thing, Mm-hmm. And if you want to make it different, put something in it, then that's fine. Like I had a coffee Scotch ale from a place out of Syracuse that was outstanding, and it was malty, but it had the coffee flavors in it. But I think if you're going to do a style like that, to me, Scotch ale is kind of like here's your recipe, stick to it. Mm-hmm. It's one of those few styles that I think like deviating is not a lot you can do with it.
Yeah, American Porter is another one. In my opinion.
Yeah, there's porters you can do shit with, but American porter is like that particular type of porter.
Just chill. Like, stop with your fucking raspberry. Sorry. Anyway.
Oh, I agree. That's something I do not like in porters.
Oh, I will get debates though if I say that a lot. I will, and it's cool though. We can debate. So, stop going back to stuff. Flour, egg wash, flour pan, y'all.
Is it peated smoky? No, McKeever, it is not.
Have I been to Amy Roos? He hasn't been yet, but he's heading there ASAP. And shout out to Daniel Fisher from New York City. Also, Daddy Porter's beer group moderator, as you are too, Doug. Nothing ever happens in there, so we don't really ever talk that much. It's mostly me talking about beer, and I don't know.
Other people posting beer. That's the cool thing, is just seeing stuff posted from all over the freaking place. Yeah. So.
But shout out to Daniel because he's in New York City, and it appears as if they're going to be lifting restrictions and getting back out. And it's great for them, in my opinion, because I think an aspect that people miss about New York City is that like those people literally live in boxes. Like, literally. I mean, we all do. That's nature. That's life. But those guys live in like, I couldn't. I don't know if I could do quarantine.
Yeah, they pay enormous fee to live in these little boxes.
How do you quarantine in 700 square feet, dog? Like,
look at the people in like Japan. I don't know if you've ever seen some of those things where they have like the pod living, where it's like you have 100 square feet. I'm like, how the hell do you quarantine in that? I would have liquor delivered like every 5 hours.
Right. And Doug, with all due respect, we know if you're personal friends with Doug on Facebook, you know that Doug has a backyard because Doug is working in it. So my point is that, like, you have I have a backyard, you have a backyard. I know that Daniel Fisher does not have a backyard. So like you can at least go in your backyard and chill or have a beer. And so like that's why I'm happy for people in New York, because part of living in New York is moving around a lot and being out and all that. So I'm happy, man. I'm happy for them. Can't say enough. It's cool. Us in Wisconsin, not to get all virally though. We need to stay the hell on, but that's another story for another time. Anyway, so Sterling's
right, man.
You can't really do the spicy stuff for the same reason. And Sterling's another one, Doug. Not only Sterling, you need to come on the show. Not only does Sterling need to come on the show, but also Sterling is a fantastic cook from what I know. And Sterling does a lot. He does a lot of beer mixing. He mixes beers in his food, and all the time. It's fantastic. So, is it peaty or smoky? Because I was thinking about this when I heard it. It's a little smoky. It's actually a little bit more. It's a little alcoholic. It's a little
boozy.
A little boozy. It's
Well, here's the thing: if you're going to make Scotch ales in America, unless you're putting some artificial element into it should be peaty.
8.5.
Oh, yeah, that's boozy.
Right.
For a Scotch ale, that's boozy. And like I said, if you are making a Scotch ale in America, you're gonna have to put some artificial thing in it to get the peat taste if you want that, because we don't have that here. That's only in Scotland.
I just get more caramel cracker.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you get that in America. You're getting your Scotch ales, and it's going to be that malt forward. You might get some smokiness depending on how they make it or what they put into it. But the peatiness, like, unless it's out of Scotland, it's going to be not that, unless they put something artificial in it. But hey, you know what? You've been to your third beer. I haven't even started my third beer yet.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I'm trying to move on to my fourth.
That's okay. So the reason I picked this up is Lawson's Finest Ales, which is out of Vermont. The only things I've ever seen from them is Sip of Sunshine and their Pilsner. This is their Maple Imperial Stout. And I saw this and I was like, their Sip of Sunshine is awesome. I was like, I have to try this because I've never even seen it before. Now, they do make a barrel version of this. I saw on their website.
Everyone has had Sip of Sunshine. Well, not everyone, but
that is a one that is almost universally loved. Sip of Sunshine. So,
I like it.
So this one I want to try because I've never seen a dark beer from them. Pours really nice, man. 10.1% ABV. Smells a lot like a Scotch ale. Like, maybe that's on my brain, but that's what it smells like on the nose. Ooh, that is maple. Very sweet IPA. This is a borderline dessert beer.
It's disappointing, Doug.
Are you saying I am disappointing or the beer?
I don't even know. Kevin McKeever says it's disappointing.
I have to say he said Maple Nipple is better. That's the next one that he said. But yeah, This is the first one I've seen that's a dark beer from them, and it's very, very sweet. Like, I'm not getting much Scotch flavor out of it. Just sweet. That makes, like, literally, that's what it tastes like. Just, I'm going to have this sugar bomb.
Yikes.
And that's disappointing just because of how good their other stuff
It's
is.
a stout, not an IPA.
Maybe they need to stick to the IPAs. No offense, Lawson's, but like
Wow.
that Pilsner and the shit, I can't remember the name of their Pilsner. Their Pilsner is great. That IPA, the Sip of Sunshine, is great. This is not on par with those.
Well, that's sad. I'm ready to move on from that Lord Lion.
Starting the room down, folks.
Well, Lord Lion wasn't great either, actually. It's just I don't know.
Are you gonna finish the Lord Lion? There's the real. If you're not, that tells a big story about it. If you're not willing to finish it, then that means like even the Focal Banger, which IPAs are not my thing. I thought it was very representative of the style, and I finished it.
What about that last one?
I'm gonna finish it because it's a 12-ounce beer. But if it was a 16-ounce one that I had that was a Focal Banger, I probably wouldn't have finished 16 ounces of it because it's really, really, really sweet.
I can't do that. So how about this? How about we do? There's 7 people watching the stream.
Mm-hmm.
So how about we do? You guys will pick what I drink next. Here we go. Great. So, Doug, I'm going to take this full screen. I never do it for myself. I need to do it more. I guess. So, 3 beers. I have a Belgian double from Ale Asylum. I have. You guys are going to pick this one probably. This is from Dave Rogers from the beer group. I was trying to give this, or Dave Rogers sent this to me so I can give it to Dwayne Busher, but COVID happened and it's been in my fridge forever. It is Modern Times.
Ooh.
Devil's Teeth.
What a name.
In bourbon barrels with pistachio and coconut.
Holy.
That's not my thing, and that's why it's probably been on top of Dave Rogers. Dave Rogers gave it to me so I could give it to Dwayne, and I didn't get to Dwayne, and COVID happened. So, and then that's why it's probably been sitting there. But it's a bourbon barrel. Like, come on, Doug, how long can I have it sitting? Let's see.
That is a lot going on. Remember that one beer I had, and you were like shaking your head, like, "Holy shit, that's way too much stuff."
Right, and it was canned September last year. So we have that, and then we have Vodka Madres, which is vodka with orange, cranberry, cardamom, cinnamon, lime, a whole bunch of shit. So these are the 3 that I'll drink. And the problem is I had a brown ale. I started with a Pilsner, had a brown ale, and then I had that Scotch ale. So like I'm at the point where I can go either like if I go to like the vodka, can I go back to like a double? No. But a double is more like the Scotch ale, right? And
yeah, that's
the bourbon barrel. I really don't want to drink this one.
So, drink double.
But I wanted to drink it enough by putting it in there. So here's an opinion that we don't hear much. Modern Times.
Oh, who the fuck dropped that?
McKeever.
Oh,
was it? Watch. Was it? I didn't see it.
Oh my lord.
Was it? Yes or no?
That was McKeever.
Right. Kevin McKeever, man, he doesn't care about being a contrarian, and that's
what he does not. And so we have 3 people suggesting the double. We have Sterling, Daniel, and
I was gonna let him roll in, and then so we have Belgian number one. Do the double.
Do the double. Also,
double is easier progression. Yes. Double. Okay. Well, here we go. Double.
Do it, man.
I agree. This double's just
Having my son fetch me another beer, so
oh,
that's the joy of having teens.
but yeah, right. But you won't let him brew your coffee though.
That's because if I had him or any of my kids do the coffee, like my oldest actually won't make coffee for himself because he said, you make it better. That's probably laziness, but whatever.
Right. Listen, man, all I know is that like the thing about coffee is I like when it's brewed correctly, yes. But I almost like it more if it's just there when I wake up as opposed to me doing it. It's one of those like it's a comfort thing. So yeah, there's been times where I went upstairs and the boy brewed the coffee and it was just like so yeah. Ooh. All those, yeah. All those man, I haven't been out drinking beer in so long.
And that shit, I see people doing it and it makes me long to do that. And I'm just like, yeah, but I'm not doing it right now.
And that's why I'm like, ooh, because I haven't smelled like prunes and those not roasted, but those what do they call them? See again, I'm so out of fucking touch now. Like those deep fruits that you get in a double, that you don't smell.
Like the fig smell, or like that
kind
of
of prune, and sometimes it's like for me. Sometimes it smells like
banana smell too, but like
banana. Sometimes it smells like raisins, and I hate fucking raisins. I do. Raisins are useless. Raisins.
But
what do you talk about raisins?
But what if you put them in potato salad? I've seen that and I'm just like floored. What is
no, but those dark, fruits, fantastic. I can smell the maltiness. It's just jumping out, man. A double has that smell. I haven't had a double in a long ass time. Yeah, even when we're touring, we don't see doubles that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a double,
some, but not a ton. Yeah.
Beautiful Belgian malty.
Nice and dark.
Come through. It's a great representation of the style. And if anybody is around Madison, Wisconsin, Ale Asylum, you know that you'll walk in there and there will be 8 IPAs, and then there will be, IPA-ish. How about that? Double, session, west, east, all of them covered. But the rest, the 4 or 5 other styles that they have done are always on point for style. You know what I mean? Like, so they're always, so if you go in there and say double, it's not going to be like a double, like, like triple hop double. No, it's going to be a double like you want it. You know what I mean? And that's why I like Yellow Sound. And that's what they do good. They do have, their Amber Getting, you had that one. That's kind of a little bit of a hoppy amber. But yeah, they do well as far as the styles, and this is just another one. This is their Diablo double. You people go. Yeah. Doug, are you doing another one yet? Or do we have
so
do we want to do that, or do we want to do something that we normally do, which is we'll get to that. Well, you go.
Yeah, I'll open my next one and then we can get to that next step. So what I had my son grab for me was from Clown Shoes. I love their can art. Fistful of Undragon. It is a Russian Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. So this is going to be big. It is.
Whoa, wait. What was that again?
Russian Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels, 12.5%. But look at that can art, man. That looks. Clown Shoes they name their stuff weird and they have really cool can art. Like, I don't know. I really dig their stuff. Fistful of Unidragon. I said Undragon. I was mistaken. So let me clean this glass out since I don't have an extra glass. But I do have water. You're getting a real background here, folks. Me cleaning a glass.
And it's the thing that I don't want to think about, time.
Yep. You first.
I completely forgot.
So apparently you really didn't want to think about it.
I seriously completely forgot. I had a good one too.
Yeah. Man, that is so boozy on the nose.
Loving that head there, dog. Just saying.
That is delicious. You got all the Russian Imperial Stout notes that you want, and then just the booze finishes it. It's like, it really is. It's really well done because you got the Russian Imperial Stout on the front, and then it finishes with the booze on the end. It's just really, really, really good.
Show that can again, please. What beer is this? Clown Shoes?
Clown Shoes, fistful of Unidragon, Russian Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. Clint Eastwood looking guy, if Clint Eastwood was 30. But he's not. So
I got a thing I don't want to think about. I can just throw it out there. I got a couple, sure. So the thing I don't want to think about is the NFL season. Why? Because from what I know, Doug, and I don't know about you, they're running around acting like it's business as normal, and we're just going to get away with doing business as usual this year. Meanwhile, cases of coronavirus are skyrocketing in Texas and Florida. And this is a rhetorical question. I don't want an answer. How many NFL teams are in Texas and Florida? Asking for a friend. And don't answer that because it's a bunch. So if they don't think that, because I don't know if I'm a big international soccer fan. Most of the international soccer is back and playing. The caveat there, though, Doug, is that they're living in bubbles where the teams don't. I'm pretty sure the teams, I don't even know, are their families quarantined? I guess in some leagues, their families are quarantined, but everybody's quarantined. The NFL is going to act like they're going to run around and not have anybody quarantined and apparently let fans in the stands. And it's all going to be good. And so I don't really want to think about it because it's all bullshit. And let me be the first to tell you that the NFL season is probably not going down. And it's definitely not going down, in my opinion, as it's scheduled. So they can run around and be all archaic like they were with the Colin Kaepernick thing and catch on like 2 or 3 years later. They're going to catch on way too late if they haven't already. And they're not doing it publicly. They're just like, oh, yeah, actually, it was 2 days ago. Business as usual. Yeah, we're going to see how that bullshit's going to fucking age. And I'm telling you, it's not going to age well. So that's the thing I don't want to think about because they're bullshitting. Go on.
Well, to piggyback on that, just to say that this is the same league that didn't give a shit about people with concussions and also let their people who used to be in the league just fucking rot mentally because guys just, their brains were scrambled. So I don't have a lot of faith in them doing the right thing.
Right. Ever. So, is that your thing that you don't want to talk about?
No. That was just I wanted to piggyback that because the NFL does not have a good history of giving a shit about the people that they employ,
or being in front of things. Like let's get in front of the issue. They're always like 6 years behind.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the NBA and their idea, which they're still formulating, is doing the bubble thing and doing it in Orlando. And what they laid out this like 113-page document about how they're doing stuff, the testing. All right, people are staying. The players are quarantining themselves until the second round of playoffs, and then their families can come in as long as they have quarantined 2 weeks prior. Like they put a lot of thought into it. They just
Doug, They have Dakota rings. Did you see that?
Yeah, where you can, like, if you have a temperature, the ring will say, "Oh, you have a temperature. You should go get yourself tested."
Dakota rings. It's a shit.
Yeah, like you're a fucking spy.
Right. So again, they're doing things. They're like the NFL's like, we got it. So we'll see. Doug, what is the thing that you don't want to think about?
So I'm going to talk about something that I don't want to think about, which is the dumbest idea I've heard. And I heard today that AMC Theaters is going to try to reopen with no mask policy because they don't want to be political.
Okay. Hold on. Can I interrupt you? Sorry. They late in the day changed that stance.
Okay. See, I didn't see that part, but I was just like,
okay. So I'll let you rip off of that. But I want
what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I want to know they absolutely changed it, but you can riff on it like they weren't, in my opinion. Go.
There's nothing to rip on. It's a fucking dumb idea. Like, all right, so maybe people want to go out and see a movie. That's on you. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless I can be assured that somebody's sitting 10 feet away from me and they're wearing masks. And you should require people to wear masks and those things because you're in an enclosed space with no way to separate yourself from them. If somebody decides to sit fucking 6 feet from you, that's legally allowed, but it still feels uncomfortable. 6 feet not as big a space as you think it is. So to me, I'm not going to a movie for a while. It's like I'm not going to a concert for a while. I'm not going to a sporting event for a while. I'm not doing any of that shit.
So can I riff off of your ones now?
Sure.
Right. So the thing that got me about that the most was that they completely got it wrong. Wearing a mask is not political, you fucking morons. It's fucking a health safety thing. It has nothing to do with politics unless you're in the head of our, my opinion, piece of shit president. This is not political. This is saving lives. This is helping people. This is helping people not die. This is really simple, actually. This isn't a fucking political thing. And I never say this, but if you think it's a political thing, then just unfriend me. I never say that, Doug. But you can unfriend me on that shit because you're just completely misguided. If you think that wearing a mask is political, it's insane, and I'm not having it. That was the first thing out of your goddamn mouth. And point number 2 is I hate when like CEOs and big people and big corporations like this mouth off like this. They don't understand when they do the amount of people that they're affecting and people who work at these places and people who need these places to live. It puts food on their table to work at a movie theater or for whatever. And it just blows my mind that people are just this and that and don't understand that like this affects, because I mean, I saw people like who are diehard movie people, and I'm not a diehard movie people, as you know. I don't watch many movies, but like if you're going to insult diehard movie people who love to go to the movies, that's their thing. They like go like every what I mean, like, and I'm not looking down on it. It's just not my thing. But I love it. I think it's great. If that's your thing, you roll with the movies. They're awesome. Unfortunately, I don't see enough of them. I don't see enough movies. But if you're gonna like, they pissed off so many. I don't know. Guys. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what to say about that one. Actually, I'm with you.
The thing is
it's
not a political thing, but because the president and his party have made it a political thing. It's a political thing. It's not a political thing. Wear a fucking mask for a bit. Yeah, it might be 6 months. It could be a year. And if you did that, guess what? You would save people that you care about. It's not even about saving yourself. It's about being mindful of other people. We also know that certain elements of our political system are not really generally concerned with other people. They're concerned about themselves. That's where that goes. So I'm getting off my soapbox there.
Yeah, and we both are, because actually what we're doing is getting off this fucking stream. So Doug, we're going to do our normal wrap-up. I honestly, me breaking the Fresh Fest beer glass was kind of my beer night tonight. It wasn't fantastic. So it starts with I'm gonna start. It starts at the top with my boys at the Delta Beer Lab. My boys, my ladies, all of them. I love them. Their brown infused ale is great. If you're a coffee beer drinker, this is yours. Doug, I might make sure that you see this one because I think you would enjoy it. It's a nice coffee beer. I know you like coffee. Again, it was coffee overpowered the brown, but it wasn't overpowered. It was nice. The one after that was Ale Asylum Diablo, the double. I'm still sipping this one. I will finish this one. It's a good one. Just late in the show. No worries. Ye old Ale Asylum for COVID. Classic. Great. How many times did we talk about it? And again, I wasn't really that big of a fan of this one. But I'm pretty sure it's a little old, probably. Probably lost some of his top presence. This isn't one I would never like. You ever have a beer and you're like, oh, I'll never have that one again. Like, no. And I probably had this one before and enjoyed it. So I don't know. And maybe it was me tonight. So I'm good.
So for me, I'm gonna start low to high. Lawson Jib. I was really looking forward to this one, and just it's a sweetness bomb, and I like a good dessert beer. This was not it. This was to me, and I say this because I don't want to shit on something but like you made this, and it's just sweet. There's no stout elements that I like. It's sweet. If I want sweet, I'll eat some candy. Not my favorite. So the next two are tied. And no. All right, never mind. This is third, but only by a hair. The Poco Banger, only because I'm not a fan of IPAs. If you were an IPA fan, this would probably win your night because it's a really good IPA.
Right. It probably would have won my night. Right.
Yeah. So,
right.
So I'm going to say the tie is actually at the top, and it's two completely different beers. It's a sparkling lime lager and the clown shoes, Fistful and Unit Dragon. Two completely different beers, but just delicious for what they are. This is super goddamn drinkable. You could get a 6-pack of this and down it, and if it was hot out, it would just feel super refreshing. It's not like, you know how you drink like a summer shandy from Langenkugel's, like that lemon, really refreshing style of beer. Like there's something refreshing about it. That's just, it's not as citrusy, but you get the lime elements. You get again, I don't think it's a lager. I think it's more, and it's not a pilsner either. It's kind of like a hybrid of the two, but just super crushable. I can drink a shit ton of this and really be happy with it. But you know, thanks to Eric for bringing up me Clown Shoes beer because I was like wanting another beer. It's really super well done because you get all the Russian Imperial Stout up front, and it finishes all boozy. And this was really, 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 really good. And I'd like more of this, which I thankfully have.
Sweet. I will say about Mexican lagers, definitely it's one of the ones that Jim and I were throwing around in our initial conversations about our Juneteenth beer. And that's because that's Mexican lagers are Texas kind of thing. And it's a light, summery shower.
Yeah, for sure.
Lawnmower for sure. I'm not even
for sure. And for me, shower beer and Jeff Tepper, you can not comment. It is a shower beer, whether you like it or not. Also, I am going to order one of those things from Garth's Brew Bar, the shower cozy for the beer. I'm ordering one of those goddamn things because that looked awesome.
That's awesome. Actually, we're kind of due to have Garth back. Actually, Madison we're in our second stage here, so I wonder what Garth's got cooking up over there. But Doug, it's been fantastic again. Next week we have Jerry Richard from Texas. We're going to definitely talk Fresh Fest Beer Fest, as we were all going to bunk in an Airbnb. We all had it all going. We were ready to roll. So there's no way we're not going to be talking to Jerry about that. Jerry's from, I believe, northern Texas. I know Jerry from our friend Certified Cicerone Robert Scroggs. Man, we called out a lot of people tonight.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. We got Paige.
We have a great community of folks.
Yeah, we do. Rita Trionis, Paige. We had all the yeah. So, man, Rita Trionis likes the seltzers though, man. That says something, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, so next week we have Jerry. I don't have a banner because I'm slow today. But anyway, we will see. We don't have any Meet My Friends next week. Actually, let me say it now. The following week we have at least 2 going. I have one already. I'm working on another one. I just took a couple weeks off booking that, but just took some summer off. It's good. But we'll be back fired up with Meet My Friends during the week. But Doug, I will see you next Friday with Jerry.
Cheers to that.
Hey, happy fucking Father's Day, my friend.
You as well, sir.
I mean,
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, no. I mean, actually, it's weird. June fucking 10th is almost overshadowing Father's Day. It's fucking crazy.
But that's a good thing, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm not a Father's Day guy. I find that a pomp and circumstance thing. I'm a father every day, and
yes,
I don't need kudos for that.
Yes, I don't like it either. And normal non-COVID Father's Days, especially even me being a homeschooler, I almost even feel it even more that it's a mama and a boys' day, and people lose their mind on it. But like, I rather them go do something and do whatever they want on Father's Day, and I can really just sit on my desktop and talk to all you people. I really don't care. Like Father's Day, it never needs to be about me. Now this year is a little different with COVID, and I just want like curbside. That's all I want. I just want a nice curbside meal. Just somebody get me some food, and I'm good. That's it.
Hey, could you maybe get some curbside wheat wine from Giant Jones?
Yeah. You heard it here. I promise.
That is my Father's Day request for you.
Oh,
yourself.
Okay. And I need to get Parched Eagle too. I need to get Parched Eagle. I need to get Giant Jones. So those are 2 on my hot list. I did have Delta. So those are 2 on my hot list. So I don't know. Maybe I can get somebody to drive me down to both of them and get some curbside tomorrow. So,
sure.
But anyway, Doug. Yes. Before we leave, happy Father's Day.
Yep.
Daniel.
Everybody.
Great job, fellas. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, I'm hitting the end broadcast, or we'll just be talking on